So here's the house I grew up in. Today is the end of March 2016. This house, I guess, just sold. Closing on it next week. There's Dad who built the house.
Hello there.
Walking in. Here we have these closets where we used to keep all of our coats and boots. And then right off of the front door here, this was my mom and dad's room growing up. And then when I moved back, this was my bedroom. And there's two closets. Both are like that, one shelf hanging there. Nice view outside from this one. Nice view outside from that one. Here's Grandma and Kira. Kira's 9 months old right now. Yeah. Yeah. Seeing the house Grandpa built. There's a church pew that was always here. Put our school shoes and stuff under it. And then all of these cabinets here. We used to have the washer and the dryer and the furnace and everything behind there. And then there's a fancy ceiling that Grandpa built. All arches. And it's all the same stuff in the bathroom here. It looks exactly the same. That's exactly the same too. And here's something that Grandpa built. There's the bathroom. There's a view of the driveway coming in. Back area. And then in here in the washer and the dryer. Tons of storage. Used to have a pencil sharpener up against that wall. Furnace and stuff. There's the fireplace. I used to climb on that all the time. Young age, it was like rock climbing up a wall. It was fantastic. This is the kitchen. All those beams up here. Dad built. The wagon wheel light, that's been here since we built it. The living room. There's one little step down into the living room here. This is where we would keep the firewood. And there's a vent there where it's sucking air in from the bottom, and then it blows air from the top. So it comes in down here, and it goes through the fireplace, up, shoots out of here. So when you have a fire in there, you're pulling the cold air from the bottom, and you're blowing the hot air from the top. Here's all the cabinets. Lots of storage. And all of these are about the same. Little hot stove thing built in. Little cupboard in the corner. I think I remember thinking that was cool to get in when I was little. And that vent, I would wake up in the morning from my bedroom right there. And then I would run in here across the cold floor. And I would sit over this and I'd pull my pajamas over my knees and sit down on it and let all the cold air blow up into my pajamas. And there's our old sink. There's the nice view from outside from there. There's just a nice open cabinet that we had things in all the time. A couple of drawers there. And here is the back. It's a little patio thing. We used to let all the dogs out. There used to be a dog run running from here out to a tree, so we could just hook up the pets and they would go out there. And right there, which is kind of hard to see, but between some of those trees there's a trail that goes out to the road to the mailbox, and we would always walk that trail to get the mail, to take the trash out, and to go out to the school bus. We would walk out here and down quite a few houses, and all the kids on the road would meet at the same place. There is another view of the magnificent fireplace. And here's the phone, same phone from when I was a kid. Yep, that's how everybody used to talk to people. But yep. I dial that up, take that phone, same receiver, stretch it over here under this door, and talk to my friends and my little boyfriends when I was a kid. Oh, that phone. And then here's the other side of the fireplace, another step. My brother's room, my room. Great big living room. There's baby Kira. And here we go. Same thing on this side. We have the vent in the bottom, one on the top. And it would, once you got a nice fire going and all the stone was warm, then it would blow or suck in from here, go through, blow out both sides. Great way to heat the house. There's a beam. We'd hang all of our stockings on. Put all the family pictures up there. And make sure I get pictures of all these cool stones. It was fun climbing on this when I was a kid. The other side's way better for climbing. A lot of really cool rocks in this. It's a really cool fossil there that we put in. Beautiful. We used to have favorite rocks on occasion. Here is the fireplace. Great big fireplace here. Giant stone in the middle. That one was a lot of work for Mom and Dad to get in there. We had a lot of fires in here. Roasting hot dogs, roasting marshmallows. Christmas time. Spent a lot of time right on those rocks. Used to have the TV on that side. Here is a door going out to the front lawn. To the neighbors. Here are the front windows. Yeah. Sun in her eyes. It's a fire pit. There's the tree I used to have a swing on. That branch got cut, but I used to have my rope swing right there. There's the tree that was super good for climbing, and a birdhouse that I built. Dad showed me how to build a birdhouse. And in here, used to have a sign up there that said Robert, and there used to be a little sign that said Sarah, wood carvings of her name. Light right here. And this used to be my brother's room. My brother Robert. He had one wall that was cool wood there. His views. It's again the driveway. There's another birdhouse that I built. There's the road. Out this side, there's the side lawn back there where we used to have a clothes drying rack. Some trees between us and the Fritzes, the neighbors. My brother's bed used to be in this corner. I think it was over on this wall for a little while too. Then we have this room. And this was my room growing up. My bed was always in this corner over here. And then I had a shelf over here with all my toy horses. It's a pretty good sized bedroom. And that was my closet. Super tall closet, the one shelf. Oop, this is where my height chart used to be, but we had to paint over it for the new renters. View from my room is those neighbors again. And then out front. And view of the side door that went into the living room. Big kitchen. And in my brother's room, he used to have, oh, it's still there. My brother's height chart. Yeah, this one is my brother's. Yeah, there it is. One last look at the place. Remember, between me and my brother's room, he'd have his friends over, and then I'd have my friends over. It was a lot of fun having our rooms really close. Plus, when it was just the two of us, we could always talk to each other from here to there. With my bed and his bed, we could almost see each other too. When I was really little, and this was all cement and we were building it, I used to have these toys that I would stick my feet in like roller skates. And I would skate around. And then up here we had something that we'd use as a swing, so Dad let us swing in here when we were building it. Yeah, we had the couches on that side, and the entertainment center on this side. In the kitchen, right in the middle, we had the dining table. Spent a lot of time. So, this is the inside of the house. Anything Dad want to say about the house before I stop the in-house video?
Well, we had a good time living here. We always enjoyed it. It's a good place for kids to play outside. Roast marshmallows and hot dogs in the fireplace, and had lots of room to run around and trees to climb, and had the rope swing. You spent hours and hours and hours going round and round on that tree out in front, and had some parties with some of the other kids from school here, at various stages in your life, and
All the other kids would get sick on the rope swing.
yeah. Well, I had the little sleepovers from time to time. We had a little like a dance in the hangar, cleared everything out, and had crepe paper and
Halloween party, yeah, I remember that.
had Halloween parties, and it was lots of fun.
Have friends over and take rides in the airplane.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff to keep ourselves busy outside. I don't remember ever spending time in here watching TV. Ever.
Yeah. Well, you were a pretty active kid, both you and Robert. And,
Yeah.
So you spent a lot of time outside.
Yeah. Great big lawn. We used to run around on our stilts that Grandpa made.
Yeah.
Well, Grandpa, you.
Yeah.
But
They had
the stilts, and we'd make bicycle ramps and
play, hit the baseball and have a,
baseball, badminton stuff.
I think they had badminton too. They had your bicycles, you rode bikes around the yard.
Yeah, spent a lot of time riding the bikes out here. Robert was way more into the jumps than I was, but yep, always had the rope swing and the bicycles, and then across the runway, way over there, good old swamp to play in. But we liked playing in the woods a lot, and building forts was a big deal.
Yeah.
Of course, we weren't allowed to use nails, because then we'd leave nails out in the woods, so we had to get creative on finding things in the woods to tie it together, and balancing things from the arms of trees to another arm of a tree, and then leaning things up against it. And so building forts was a pretty big deal for our development. I guess you would call it. But lots of good trees to climb, and lots of fun had here. Was never bored.
Well, we had my mom and stepdad Holly, and they were here when the kids were little, so we got a lot of pictures and movies of Grandma Jones reading books to Sarah and Robert.
Oh yeah.
And and then they'd have little fly-in, like a chicken barbecue, usually once a year. Most of the time it was next door at Fritz's house. But people would fly in with airplanes. There'd be airplanes parked all over the place, and people getting chicken dinner, and
Oh yeah.
and airplane rides, and it was a fun time here.
Sure was.